winner, go get a top roller. Your moves make more sense when you're rocking with Fola. I'm rocking with Fola cause I handle my financials. I'm rocking with Fola cause I handle my financials. Fola, you can tell him money, hola. And I can see it coming cause I'm rocking with Fola cause I handle my financials. I'm rocking with Fola cause I handle my financials.
So me, I'm based out of New York. Are LLC taxes high for New York City?
So honestly, New York, California, all of the high income states, they typically have pretty high income tax rates as well for LLCs. Specifically in New York, in addition to filing your federal and state return, you also need to file a New York City locality return. So you do end up paying an additional amount in local tax if you do have the LLC that's based in New York. You want to file the New York City corporate return, which you report your income, and there you'll be assessed your minimum due tax to New York State as well as New York City.
Now, I know I'm not the only one who's thought of this. Would you recommend leaving anything out of your tax return?
So I never recommend leaving anything out. Really what this question alludes to is proper tax planning, right? Sometimes entrepreneurs can over-deduct, right? I understand nobody wants to pay taxes. I don't want to pay taxes either, right? However, when you overstate your expenses, that can sometimes leave you in the worst predicament, because if you are trying to get a loan for a car or for a mortgage, the loaning officer is looking at your tax return and they're going to be like, where's your money at? How much did you make, right? So you want to make sure your tax plan is aligned with your personal and business financial goals. This way we know when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive, but more importantly, how to put your financial picture in a way where you can achieve your goals.
Okay. Now let me ask you the opposite, People's CPA. Is there anything that maybe I wouldn't think of to include that should be included?
Yeah, so honestly, there's a lot of expenses that entrepreneurs should be deducting that they don't, and it's because they don't know.
Right.
One of the biggest ones is home office. Many of us have been working from home because of COVID, and COVID's sister, and COVID's granddaughter, and the brother and the brother-in-law. All these variants, right? And if you are working from home as an entrepreneur, you can actually deduct a portion of your rent or your mortgage and utilities, repairs and maintenance, etc. under your business. And this is called the home office deduction. So again, you'll take a square footage based upon how much space you use just for business, primarily and exclusively, over the total amount of square footage of your whole home. That fraction can now be multiplied against your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, and other expenses associated with your home, and that can be deducted on your tax return.
That's dope. That's really dope. Speaking of COVID, it's been a tough year on all of us. My business has been suffering personally. Is there any advice or tips or commonly asked questions or something that can turn this negative into a positive?
Yeah, sure. So the beautiful thing about it is that though COVID has impacted our economy, there are so many great relief funds available for small business owners and entrepreneurs. Somebody made a joke on Twitter. It's like, most individuals got a stimmy check of $1,200. Meanwhile, business owners were getting $30,000 to $40,000 on average from PPP and EIDL funding, right? Yeah. So in order for you to qualify for all of the relief that comes along with COVID, it comes down to you properly filing your tax returns and having an accurate picture of your finances. So again, your P&L should be accurate, which is your profit and loss statement, as well as your balance sheet, and your taxes should be filed.
If I wanted to come and inquire with you, what is something I should come prepared with to the first meeting with Fola?
Yeah, so number one is giving your business information. So we need to know your EIN number, your date of incorporation, your primary purpose of business, your staff, and where you currently are in your business. And after that, we ask for our clients to come in with what their goals are. Because we don't just try to sell you a package. We will rather create a package that fits what you currently need. Because that's our mission, is to create financial services tailored to meet the needs of our clients.